What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AOB here, bringing you the best of the best. I'm going to show you a strategy that I really like for several reasons, and I'll explain it to you. Let's get going. This is Mickey Mouse, and we're going to call this Mickey Mouse. I call this Mickey Mouse 1A for this is the first progression, and A because I'm placing it on the first column and the second column. You can place it on the second column and the third column. I call that my B. So I create one here and I save it, and then I create a B up here, but I'm just going to show you the basics. You can put it on, you can start it here, or you can start it here, or you can start in the middle. It doesn't matter. I'm just centering my bets. So we're going to play $1 units, and this is a $20 bet. And if we win 80%. So we win $16 out of a $20 bet. So we win 16 units on the first progression. Let's hit this. The wheels, I don't know, the site's been running really slow lately. So we're going to win, and I'm going to show you the progression here. The reason why I like this is because the progressions, you recover quickly, but the progressions don't go up extreme high, right? So I'm going to show you that. Let's wait till we get a loss, and I'll show you how this progression system goes. And I created this progression system specifically to create the progressions as low as possible, but the recovery as quick as possible. All right, so, well, as that balance. So on a loss, we're going to keep it the same, except we're going to add 1 unit to non-overlapping corners. That'll be 5 extra units. So we've gone from 20 units. We're only adding an additional 5 on our first recovery attempt. So this is tier 2. This is our second progression. 11, you can see on our graph here, boom, we recover immediately. So let's go back. I will save these bets here. I actually already have them saved. I just want you to see me placing the bets so you can kind of ingrain that in your head. After this, I'll save the bets so we go a lot faster, and I'll show you how I save my progressions. So we're going to play now. We're going to come up here. I already have Mickey Mouse 1A up there, Mickey Mouse 1A. So I already have it. So we win. So I'm just going to rebet and keep going. We're up $32 out of 3 spins, not 4 spins, not bad. So let's keep going here. Let's get a couple losses so I can show you through the progressions because they change. And then I'm going to show you why this strategy is so flexible and why I like it. You have so many options. So you don't just have an option to go Martingale or Fibonacci, or you know what I mean? You don't have just options of martingale or go up 2 units or go up 1 unit. It's way more flexible than that. So I'm going to show you how that goes. Let's keep going. I'm trying to get unlucky here because I want to show you the progression. So let's see if we can lose. A lot of our members have had a lot of success on this strategy. Okay, quit winning. The first time I don't want it to win. If we don't lose by the time we get to 100, and this is only covering 20 numbers, so buckle yourself in. This can go on. You still need to be aware of your progressions and make sure that their bet size is right in the realm of what your bankroll is. Okay, so don't look at this. One thing I've always said is when people look at when we place numbers directly on the board, it gives us a false sense that we have a lot more covered than we do. We only have 2. We don't even have 2 dozens covered, right? 2 dozens would cover more. And if you watch any of my video, you'll know I'm not a big fan of 2 dozens. I get my ass kicked all the time. So this one could certainly do that. We're just getting incredibly lucky right now. Loving it. Here we go. We're going to keep going. And we're up 128 already. There we go. There's our first loss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebet. No, I'm not going to rebet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save just the 5 corners. And I would have done this ahead of time. I'm going to save just the 5 corners, and you'll see why. And I'm going to have to get rid of something here. Let's get rid of this one. And we'll call that MM2A $1 corners. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to, we lost that, but we're going to go back to 1A. And the reason I do that is because if you control, our second progression is 1A plus this, but if you put this as a separate progression, you can literally just add the corners if you want to be more aggressive. So instead of adding 5 corners, we just added 10 corners. So, cat scratching at the door. So that's why I like this. Now, this is only the second progression. Now, I doubled up. I don't recommend that. I always believe in keeping your progressions as low as possible. Now, our third progression, we're going to put 4 corner units in between the other corner units, and I'm going to save this bet right now. All right. Let's get rid of Mickey P for right now. And we're going to call this Mickey Mouse 3A corners. 4 corners, $1. It's just easy for me to look and see what that is. Okay, so now we lost. So what I would do normally on our progressions is go like this. I would add a corner and I'd add a second corner. Now, the third progression, we're completely filled. All of these 20 numbers are still positive hits. You're still going to make money, but the inside 18 numbers here, because they're flanked on both sides by these corner bets now, these produce more. So that's what you're hoping to win, but we'll take any win. But these outside bets pay less than what these inside ones do. All right. So now that we've had all these losses, you have a couple choices. You can rebet and you can control all of these 3 separate bets to go up as hard as you want. So now I'm going to double up and I'm going to add a 2A to it. I'm going to add a 2A to it. So now we've doubled up, plus I've added an extra chip on the 5 corners only. Let's go. And you can play around with this and see just how fast you want to recover on one hit. And so we're not doing well now. They're hitting third column. So that's why you can create a 1A and a Mickey Mouse A and a Mickey Mouse B. That way you can play follow the winner if you want. So if it hits third column, you can play follow the winner, which would have done really well for us right now. So we're going to rebet, we're going to double, and I'm going to add 1 to each. I'm actually add 2 to each. So now I've added more to the middle. Let's go. We're at a $144 bet. I just love how customizable this is with your progressions. Like I said, you can be as, there's a nice hit. You can be as low and slow as you want, or you can make it much more aggressive. We're going to add 2 there. We're going to add to the 5 corners here. Let's add 2 there, and let's add 1 there. I'm just making shit up as we go here. Because I'm looking, we don't have far to get that. So we're at a $54 bet. Like I said, you can grind this as low and slow as you want. And we're already in profit in 2 wins like that. We're going to go back down to Mickey Mouse 1A. Actually, you know what? Let's create, I'm not going to create a 1B. I need to get rid of some of these things. They're limiting us to 30, which is more than enough. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to go again. I don't expect this to be as, we really tore it up on that first set. So there we go, 36. There's some better losses. We're going to rebet. And I'm going to add 2. Oh yeah, it's too early. Too early on a Wednesday. It was up around 4:30. All right, there's another loss. That's good. I want you to see the progressions here now. I'm going to just go low and slow. I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to add the 1 corner bet in the middle. So now we've gone from 20 units. Second progression is 25 units. Third progression is 29 units. We'll need to win here twice on the inside bets if we're going to move up. And of course we don't. Punches and bunches on this one, streaks. All right, so now I'm just going to double it. And after I double it, I might just add corners to it. All right, there's an outside hit. It's not as, does not pay as well because it's not flanked on both sides. That 5 is not flanked on both sides by this. But I really, really, really like this strategy. Super flexible. Like I said, you can move these. You could make multiple versions of this by moving it to the right, to left, second and third. Let's go rebet, and I'm going to double it up. And now I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more of the 5 corners and 1 of the inside 4 corners. Like I said, you can, after you get certain wins, you're going, hey, I think I'm going to hit now, and that doesn't. I'm going to get a regressive, and I'm going to go 2 and 1 again. Like I said, I like if you have Mickey Mouse B, because then you can play follow the winner. Oh my gosh. I haven't even had coffee today. It's been so early. Such an early start to my morning. Oh my God. That's what that can happen here with 20 numbers, right? We're going to rebid. That's why you need to make sure you have your progressions. All right, here we go. $571 total bet. And I have not thought through the progressions I use on this are literally how aggressive do I want to be? And for me, when you start winning a bunch, you're going to hit this area here. I've not gone beyond, I think, 6 progressions on this thing. So I'm pretty comfortable with it, but you can go low, and that's why I like this. You can go low and slow as you want. If you want to be really aggressive, you don't even do the 2 acorners and the 3 acorners. You just martingale this straight up, right? And that will get you in a profit every single spin. Let's try that for a second. I'll show you how that one works. Now, the cool thing about this one is because you're in profit on this, oh my God, 3 zeros. All right, we're just going to martingale up. You could even go up on your outside just by 1 unit on your outside. I mean, it pays really nicely out here. So you don't have to, let's just go up 1 unit and see how that does for recovery. 19. That got us actually into profit. We're going to go back. I want it to miss a couple times so you can see what happens if we just take this outside the first tier, the first progression, and we just go up 1 unit. So you could play this in many different ways. You can play it martingaling. There you go. We'll do it. Let's go with, we're going to go with, let's see, how are we going to play this one? We're going to go here. Fibonacci. Okay, so we've lost the first 2. So now it's double. We went 1, 1, 2, and that's kind of cool if you start with $1 units, because Fibonacci is easy because you can see what these are. And if you save your bets, that adds 1 unit to it. So Fibonacci again is you add the previous 2 bets together to get you what it is. And our session high was 172. We're at 164. So I'm just going to leave it. Actually, what I would normally do here is go back down to base bet. If you get close enough to recovery, you don't keep your bets higher than they need to be, okay? In this case, it did work out for us, but with 1 more hit, we would have gone up in profit anyway. So bring them back down. I don't feel like you need to keep your bets up high for a session profit. I think close enough is good enough. Bring your progressions down. Progressions are life. Okay. All right, there we go. I mean, we're just crushing it. Here we go. You've been following along with our 1,000 to 10,000 group challenge. Oof, we've had some rough days. We've had some rough days. But we're still chugging along and we're going to get there. All right, man, we're killing it on this one. I'm going to show you in my next video coming up, I'm going to show you one that we're calling Titty Twister. And it's a grouping of strategies. And it's becoming my favorite conglomeration of strategies. It's not just one strategy with a progression. It's multiple strategies with the goal of making it, okay, we're going to do Fibonacci here. We're going to rebet and play because we're going to go 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, etc. like that. All right, so we hit it here. So we're going to leave it the same because we won. We're going to just reset. Anyway, it's a progression where my goal was your risk is really only on the first spin. After the first spin, you're using house money, and you can do that on many different strategies. You can do it here, right? Bet really high and then just play with that. So you can do that. I'm not doing anything unique. I'm not inventing anything. I'm not claiming that it's mine. I'm just saying that that's what I've put together. A system of multiple systems that were created long before me. All right, we're going to 2. And I'm just putting them together in a interesting fashion to make it, I don't know, break things up, make it fun. All right, come on. There we go. There's a 7. So that gets us, so our high was 244. We're at 233. I'm going back down because this right here is winning $16. So I don't need to keep my bets up higher than they really need to be to get back. See, we would have lost a much bigger bet. So we're going to go again. We're playing Fibonacci. We'll do the first bet over again. And I'm going to try to produce more of these 15-minute videos here. 1. Okay, now we're going to 2. And so we're almost at 15 minutes, or we are at 15 minutes now. So I'm going to conclude this as soon as we catch up. And then I'm going to try to produce more of these so you can see how some of these play out. Look at that. So we're at 224. Our high was 240. Somewhere around 240. So I'm going to go back to base and we're going to get back up to 240. Because we're winning $16, this gets us up even and we're back down to base bet. So saving those progressions. Now, if you keep losing on this base bet and you slowly, you're going to have to keep it up higher. You're going to have to keep it up at a double eventually. But what I'm hoping here is we get on a streak of 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, even just 2 wins and we're back up. But that's not happening right now. And that's why you can do Mickey Mouse A and Mickey Mouse B if you feel like you want to follow the winner or you feel like third column is really hitting it hard. I didn't go to this and see, okay, columns first and third are tied. Boy, really liking that 35. Rebet, we're going to go up 1 unit because we're playing Fibonacci. So we're now at 3. And we might have to stay at 3 units or come back down to 2 units. If you're going to play this way, where you're just leaving the 20 numbers, I prefer playing it. Oh, we got lucky there. Okay, we're going to have to leave it here. It was about to roll into one of these like 30 or something just now. So we got lucky with the 28. So we're going to have to leave it here another time. Oh, another loss. All right, we're going up to 5. So we're going to rebet and I'm going to add 2 more. There, we're now at 5 units. The next one will be 8 units if we lose this. And we're going to have to leave this now at least twice before we come back down to 3 units. There we go. There's a good hit. Okay, now we're going to come down to 3 units. Like I said, protect your progressions. If you're up like we are, 212, there's no reason to be in a rush to get up because then you keep your bets high longer than they need to be, and then you lose. There we go. There we go. And we're in profit on 2 hits, even coming down after we had a series of pretty hard hits here. 2 hits back up, and we're back up, and we were able to come back down, and we never went past the 5th Fibonacci. So if you're going to play with just the 20 numbers, I've done it where I've just gone up 1 unit. I've done it where I've done Fibonacci, right? You can play it as many other people, up 2 units on a win, down 1 unit. But because the payout is so good, I don't think you need to do any of that. I think you can keep it as simple as possible and still succeed on that. So that's it. That's Mickey Mouse. I have 3 steps in that. Remember the 20 units, 1 unit on 20 numbers, 1 unit on the 5 corners, and 1 unit on the 4 inside corners that make them all overlapping is a third progression. And then you can just martingale from there if you want. From there, you can martingale plus add step 2 and 3, or add 1, 2, and 3 all over again from there on out. Play with it, see how you like it. Let me know in the comments what you think about Mickey Mouse. All right, be good humans. Us against this casino. Share your knowledge. It should all be free to share. Let's take them down. All right, cheers.